Hello and welcome to today's Daily Dominion by Holtz. We're on a Sunday. This is all sets. Just went in. Looks very interesting. So how do we deal with the coverage? Let's look at those right cards first. Circle of Witches. It gives trashes to your opponent. But you need to spend 3 favors, so you have to accumulate favors in order to do this continuously. And if you look at this kingdom, you will only find importer, so that means you can do this exactly once. So the minute you play the first importer, you can, or you should, then trigger the Circle of Witches, and then you can never use it again, because there's no way to gain additional favors in this kingdom. So that means we will open importer. So I'll already click on it and then talk later, because I think the power to give a curse into your opponent's deck, most likely on their first shuffle. If this doesn't bottom deck, last 2 cards, we'll give that curse out, and I think that's too strong not to do. So we open the importer. Conquest, silvers, and then for all silvers you get 1 VP per silver in that turn. And normally this is something you can do late or in a slow game. When you have in a slow game, it's just you hit 6 and you do this every time just to get the VP of it. And then it's just 2 VP, potentially 3 if you manage another silver in. It's strong with silver gainers, and it's strong if you have late in the game, if you have a lot of overdraw and you can just buy, 3 of those, and then you get a lot of VP through conquests. So it's then a payload thing for strong engines. And then barracks is just a plus action. It's a project at the beginning of your turn, stays forever, so you buy it once and then you always have another action at the beginning of your turn. Now, what are the cards giving us? I already covered importer. It can deliver the curse out, and then you can get a 5 card at the beginning of your turn. So we opened it, and now the rest here, well, this is a broad mix: base, renaissance, bit of plunder. There's nocturne, the werewolf, draw card, and an attack card, night phase. Cornucopia, fortune teller could be an attack if they go early castles. Even with the estates, there is no way of trashing in this kingdom. So I think the fortune teller could be something, but it competes with importer and village, so we'll have to see. Uni, can gain you the 5 cards. The basic rule normally is, if you want to use Uni effectively, you need +3 draw, so to net a lab effect. And with Uni and Werewolf, we have that. So Uni is worth considering. I'll cover it in a second more. It's, I think, very key to decide right now whether we want to go for the Uni path or not. And then Sleigh is top decking. You gain horses if you play it, and then you can use it for top decking and gaining to your hand. Let's say opportunistically in certain instances, that makes sense. And then the castles, this is strong alternative VP. I think castles are very nuanced, so you have to find the right timing, then the right amount of castles, and then also depending on how your opponent builds, how do you make sure you get the better castles, because there's better and worse castles. It's quite tricky, but I think here with provinces, a lot of duchies, I think, which you could get off importers. And then if myself or if they go for Uni, this will the piles might run rather quickly. So I think we have to start with a VP strategy at some point, and I think the castles are a little less intrusive, a little less harmful for your deck than the normal green cards. So I think castles are relevant. Now, what do we do with the 4? Do we get the Uni, or do we, for example, get a second importer or a flag bearer? Flag bearer would end in a war. The AI loves it, so they will go flag bearer. They will probably do spicy stuff. I'm not sure if they will go into Unis. I mean, there is, if you, Dominion.games, sorry, not Dominion.games, in Discord, if you check for flag bearer statistics, I think I did that once, there is actually an unexpectedly high correlation with the guy who does it first, that it benefits them, which is a bit counter what you might think. But then these statistics, they only look at games of top level players, and then if a top level player decides to go for flag bearer first, then then there is some sort of reason for that, and then it is an advantage rather than just following on your opponent. Yeah. So I could see flag bearer now to put them a bit under pressure. But it still feels, in this kingdom, if it clashes with importer, what did it give us? Well, you draw 6 cards, you shuffle faster, you have a higher likelihood to see importer on turn 3. And there is some argument to it, but I don't know if it's strong enough here. If you can trash flag bearers, then normally it's much better to go first on them. I think we do the uni because it feels much better to gain stuff here rather than just doing spices. The spices with flag bearers combined, I can imagine this can be 12 to 13 turns, 4 or 5 provinces. So it can be quite powerful, and then with the castles they could get a lot of castles very quickly. So we have to watch out, because uni can't get castles with one exception, the small castle, which is an action. An action that is 5 or lower. All the others, opulent is another action, but it's too expensive. I mean, if we go uni and get the werewolves, I think a lot will depend on the hexes we deal out. If we, for example, trash one of their flag bearers with the locusts, or locusts would be probably the worst because they can even replace it with a 3 card, and then they get the flag back, that would be pretty devastating. Yeah, I want to do the uni. I just don't feel like going for this money stuff. Okay. So here we do this, we deal the curse, that's great, we can deal the curse. I think we get sleigh. Especially with uni, I think it's worth it. Here, I think with importer we get spices more than werewolves, because we can balance our buys then, and we need to be in the position to handle these flag bearers, which I expect them going for. Here I think it's just uni and nothing else. We keep the coffers around. 5. This is probably just another. I mean, it could even be a barracks right now on the spot. But we don't have the importer right now, but it's a good spot to do it. Or we just get another spices right now and think about it next turn. Yeah, let's do that. Another spices. And the uni definitely gets a werewolf. And okay, the potion is at the bottom. And they went for 3 importers, right? 3 coffers. What do I want in the shuffle? I mean, we buy a uni next turn, most likely, unless the potion bottom decks. I think I want another werewolf in the shuffle, but we can also buy a spices right now and then buy the werewolf. Yeah, here. Okay, that doesn't work. Yeah, because we basically only drew crap. Let's get another uni. Okay, they go. Oh yeah, okay, they go. We need to get the haunted castle, even though for 6 it's super expensive, but I think we need to do it to slow them down. Okay, we see all our. This is werewolf or the flag bearer. bearer, uni, werewolf. And then the castle is too good to not to do, right? The opulent one. We get it. They go another spices. They might do the castle. Yeah, right, they are able to. Werewolf. Sleigh. Wow. It's just the uni here. I think the uni is too slow. Unbelievable, but I think it's true. The village might even be better, but no, let's do it. Yeah, look. Castle pile. Oof. And we have one castle. 2 castles. Okay, so we need the king's castle. And then see how we do about the piles. We still have the flag though. That's great. It's another werewolf, I think. And here, do we hit 10? No, not yet. This is 7. So we need to draw on. Okay, draw on. Uni. Werewolf. Does it make sense? We play importer and flag bearer. No, hold on. Can we do something that gives us additional buying power? Well, yeah, we can play the werewolf and then hope to see. Yeah, we need to buy the king's castle. I mean, werewolf. And then we put it into our hand and we draw with it. Yeah. And, oh no, this is 9 again. No, oh, we don't have a... Yeah, right. I mean, we might have another turn, right? To do it. Yeah, and then now let's just get the barracks, I think. Play the importer rather than the... Yeah, province doesn't make sense here. So this is just barracks. It's definitely better than the uni. Okay, this doesn't work out. Barracks, importer. 2. It's 9 again, huh? Yup. Okay. We still have the flag. Cool. So we might just buy 1 spices and a village, maybe. And we are in the position to hit 10, I think. They have all these importers, which will get them duchies. Ooh, hoo, hoo. We have 5 werewolves, so a village makes sense, huh? Spices. I mean, we could... Yeah, they will get the spices. We need to steal the spices, I think. So that they can't import the spices and buy the castle. Yeah, it's a little rough, but I think we need to do it that way. Yep. Okay, they get the flag again. Werewolf, right? Yeah. This is 6, 9. Okay, we are really close now. Let's get, I think, a flag bearer, steal it from them. Nothing. Doesn't make sense to take flag, that's all. Decline. Play on. Yep, great. We get, is it just a village now or just, no, werewolves we attack. Deal out curses or something. Yeah, let's put in hand. Makes more sense. Yeah, now we definitely have the king's castle. I think, yeah, we just play the importer, get the king's castle out, and play the werewolf. Okay, I mean, we're still behind in the VP, but what did it do? Dilute it. Oh, yeah, they might just buy out the werewolves now. Importer, I mean, we have to get duchy, no other way. Okay, this is sad, it's nothing. They have an importer down? No, they don't. Okay, so we get province, nothing else. 22, okay, this is a tight race. Okay, another duchy. And a copper. Oh yeah, okay. Oh shit. Ah. That smells like it could be over. We have to get the province. And decline. And buys. And then do bad omens. And okay. So now we draw. Yeah, and we play the haunted. The opulent. It's great payload. Yeah, looks good now. I think. Poverty. We still have the flag, yeah? They just don't have the time to buy it again. Yeah, here, what's this? Is this just conquest? Maybe 2 VPs is enough for us. They have no... Or is it just another province here? I think it's another province. Yeah. Okay, they're dead. No money left. Okay. Is this 10? No, 7. Otherwise we would have won. I think we get duchy and why not the uni, yeah? Yeah, let's do the uni, and I don't think we need more than that. So they give up. Yeah, okay. 18 turns, wow. This was close. We should... yeah. I mean, it was critical we got this king's castle. The castle's pile ran so fast, but then in the end, yeah, it kind of bogged them down quite a bit. And they can't trash their crumble castle, for example. Yeah, I mean, we got the majority of spices. That was not part of my plan. But we had to get these 2 spices when they had an importer down, and I just thought they'd get the king's castle. If they open spices, gain 2 coffers into their deck, and then they can buy it. So that's why I kind of bought more spices than I was looking to get just 1 importer, but we had the uni. And they used importers mainly, we'll see it here, to get duchies, then 6 duchies. They didn't get a single province, and we did 4 provinces. Yeah, very interesting game. Yeah, if you look at the piles, yeah, when I saw 3 importers, I suspected duchy could be the pile that they deplete. Yeah, we got the barracks. I think it was worth it. We played a lot of werewolves beginning of our turn, and where we didn't have a uni in hand, and we never made did get any villages. There was, at least I didn't see the time for them. And the sleigh, I mean, mainly we used it for top decking, but then in the presence of barracks, a top decked werewolf is quite something. So maybe slightly above no impact, maybe slightly positive impact of the sleigh we got. Yeah, very interesting. I mean, this is a tough kingdom, and they played it well, I think. So thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.